Bizarre Brain Comics. Oh, oh. Hello, my comic book friends. And welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I am Gary, your host. This is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. Well, this time I've got a handful of comics, most Bronze Age comics except for one. One of them's not Bronze Age. And they're all DC. That period of time, I was more interested in the DC comics. Well, I still prefer overall DC comics, but I still like some of the Marvel comics. You might notice I've changed appearance a little bit. So before we get started with that, I haven't plugged these in a while. I've got two books available. Bizarre Brain Comics presents Bizarre Brain Comics Anthology, which has got some humor and some a little bit of adventure in it. And Bizarre Brain Comics presents Heroes, and it's more mainstream. Got some superhero-y stuff, and some superhero stuff, and a little bit of horror mixed in. Both of them available online, $7.99 each. Good for coming up holidays. They're both kid friendly, but they're not specifically for kids, but they are kid friendly. And $7.99 each on from Amazon or Barnes & Noble online stores, various other online outlets. Just Google Bizarre Brain, the titles, Bizarre Brain Comics Anthology, Bizarre Brain Comics Presents Heroes, and it'll come up right with a link that takes you right there. And hey, also just thinking, got holidays coming up, and if you often see my my little character drawings. I haven't done anything on this in a while, but they might make a good gift for yourself or a friend. It don't cost very much. If you're interested in having me do one, I can do comic book characters, maybe some movie characters. Hell, I can do pets or wild animals, and they don't have to be necessarily this size. I can do a larger one at 8.5 by 11 as well, or something like that. And just contact me in the comments, and we'll work something out. Okay. Some books here. Let's start off here with The Brave and the Bold, number 110. From what year was this now? It's 73-74. Brave and the Bold with Batman and Wildcat. Well, I got this. I've had this one for decades, but it was got it secondhand. I did have a price sticker on here for like 50 cents or something. So, and I think this was probably my introduction to Wildcat, the character Wildcat. And it's been a long time since I've read it. It's art by, who was it written by? Bob Haney, written by Bob Haney, art by Jim Aparo, and some great Jim Aparo art. Find a spread. And he, of course, is my favorite Batman artist. And follow that with Brave and the Bold, number 169. Number 169. And this is Batman and Zatanna. And this is, what was it, 83, 82, 83? 1980. This is when she had a different costume, and I didn't like that particular costume very well. Again, Jim Aparo, interior art. He did the cover on this one. I forgot who did the cover on the other one. I think it was, it doesn't matter. But at least Jim Aparo did the cover on this one. And still, great Jim Aparo art. And like that. I thought I had another one of those in there. I guess not. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Here we have a Wonder Woman, number 227, with Ernie Chan on cover. It's got, I think that's supposed to be Aries. I'm not sure. Ernie Chan. Interior art. It's a story by Martin Pasco, art by Jose Delbo. I might like to do an in-depth on this one. And it's got some kind of, and what year? 77. I'd like to, some kind of robot in here. I'd kind of like to might do an in-depth on that one. So, and then here's a Super Team Family. Super Team Family. It's a 60 center. So this is number 14 from 1978, 77, 78. Wonder Woman and the Atom. And it's being 60 center. It's a larger form for double size there, and it's and I think it's all one story. Yeah, all one story in chapters, and it's really cool. I've got the robots and stuff, but it's got and it even has an appearance of the Secret Society of Supervillains, who I just did an episode on just a few days ago. And here's the one that is not from the Bronze Age, but only missed by a few years. From 1989, Wonder Woman Annual. 1989 Annual. With George Perez. It has, and except for, well, I think even that did too. Yeah, Colleen Doran. See, Colleen Doran, Jan Dursema, Ramona Fraden, Carol Leigh, Leah Mars, Cynthia Martin, Barb Rausch, Trina Robbins, Kara Sherman Trent, and Leslie Sternberg. All the art done by women. So this is a rarity in that regards. In more recent years, they've had more women, both writers and artists on, and these are various writers, including some women writers. But where's the one I want? But here, and here is we have double page. Yeah, here we go. A little story, which is drawn by Trina Robbins. She was the first woman to draw Wonder Woman comics. That was earlier in the 80s. They had a miniseries in which she drew, and here you got all female artists. And here is this goes way back. Is Justice League of America number 112. This is a 100-pager. This must be from, what, 73, was it? 74. 74. And, of course, starts as Amazo. And starts with a regular size story. Len Wein, Dick Dillon, and Dick Giordano. Dick Dillon was the regular Justice League artist at that time. And then, of course, it's backed up with a reprint story of from the Seven Soldiers of Freedom from the 40s. And then a reprint, an earlier Justice League story from the 60s. And then another JLA. This is number 18 from 1977. Lots of characters, lots of stuff going on here. Origins of the Justice League -1. Again, Dick Dillon art. I think it is. Yeah, Dick Dillon art. Steve Englehart wrote it. Find a double-page spread here. Some cool stuff. And I think it's... yeah. All one story in one issue. Another Justice League of America, number 157. And this has the Siren in it, and she has taken control of the superheroes and pit them against the superheroines. This is from 78. I think it's still Dick Dillon. Yep, Dick Dillon art. And I forgot to look who was doing the writing. Doesn't matter. And then another Justice League of America, number 201. Let's see here. From 82. So Don Heck and Bob Smith with the art. This is after Dick Dillon passed away. And and who wrote it? Jerry Conway wrote it. Some more cool Justice League stuff. And then we finish this up with Shazam number 24 from 1976 with an Ernie Chan cover, but it's got two stories in it, and both of them are reprints from the Golden Age. It's one of by C.C. Beck doing Shazam, Captain Marvel, and then Bud Thompson from doing a Captain Marvel Jr. story. So that is what I had to share with you this time around, and I want to thank you for joining me. So please like, share, subscribe if you want to take advantage of anything here that I've offered. Let me know in the comments down below. And remember, comics are art.